How do you discipline yourself to write?
Sunday mornings, I would religiously sit down and write after breakfast. So I would sit down and then I would not get up till I had written 1,000 words.
Why do leaders write?
By writing, I think it gives them an outlet to distill those experiences and convey it to lots more people. So many more people can learn.
The family.
Yeah.
Okay, all this journey you have been going around, you told about your difficulties during 30s, 40s, how busy you were and all those things. And you also spoke in the beginning about your, not only the close family, your parents, but extended family also had a lot of impact on you. If I ask you, what role the entire family has played in your entire journey?
Yeah, I think three things, Ranjan. From the family, I think has come a lot of the value systems which I hold dear to me. You know, like I told you, being a good person.
Correct.
Not cheating anyone, not doing something which is detrimental to someone. I think those values have come from the family. A lot of support has come from the family.
Okay.
You know, for instance, when I wanted to write my first book and I had to take a brief sabbatical to do that, a lot of people actually asked me, Harish, why are you doing this when you're at reaching towards the peak of your career? But I got a lot of support from Veena, my wife. I got a lot of support from my parents, from my in-laws. All of them were very supportive, and particularly Veena was very, very supportive. She said, if this is your dream, you please go ahead and do it. Otherwise you'll never feel fulfilled. So the second thing I think I have got from the family is a lot of support through all the ups and downs. There are years in which I have done well, years in which I have not done well. The book to write, sometimes there have been health issues to contend with. So I think the family has also been an enormous source of love and support, which I think is...
in fact, I would have asked you specifically, because I know Veena, how a pleasant, how a great lady she is. I would have specifically asked you, what role did she play in your journey?
Oh, she has played a tremendous and huge role in my journey. I think both as the love of my life, but also as a companion and a friend, and also support. So like I told you, I think one of the most important, or perhaps the most important decision you make in your life is whom you get married to. Because you can't choose your parents. You've already been born to the world, but you can certainly choose whom you want to get married to, and your spouse can choose whom she or he wants to get married to. So I think that's very, very important. And in my case, I'm absolutely delighted that I made absolutely the right choice, because Veena has been a tremendous source of support. Even through the intensity of my corporate career, when things were going up and down, but particularly when things were a little shaky, or I was facing tough situations, she has always stood behind me and given me the confidence to do what is the right thing. On my writings, she is the first person who reads the draft of whatever I write, and she gives me very critical comments. She brings me back down to earth and says, this is working well, this is not working well. And she also, if she finds that my writing pace has slowed down, but I made a commitment to submit the manuscript by such and such a date, she also ensures that I cut out some other distractions and get back to writing. Because she says, if this is what you're passionate about and this is what you want to do, then it is important that you focus on doing this. In addition, Ranjan, I think it's not just the critical comments or the moral support. It's also about companionship, and it's also about ensuring that if you have a dilemma in your mind, or if I don't know whether this should be written or this should be written, she is the first person whom I tend to discuss it with, and then I take her view on board. So I think she's played a very, very critical role, both with respect to my corporate career and with respect to my writing also.
Was it a love marriage or arranged marriage?
It was an arranged marriage. Our families knew each other.
Okay.
Her father and my father were both working in Canara Bank.
Okay.
So it was an arranged marriage. But I must tell you a funny story about this. So this was 1991-92, and it was an arranged marriage. So obviously our resumes or horoscopes had been exchanged, and then Veena's father and mother and she herself, they saw from my profile that I was working in Tata Tea. I was a deputy manager in Tata Tea. At that time, Tata Tea was not a very well-known company because Tata Tea had entered consumer marketing only in 1987 or 88. So when they saw that I was a deputy manager in Tata Tea, they wanted to understand what kind of company is this. Is it profitable? Is it making money? Will this guy continue to have a steady job? So, because obviously they wanted their prospective son-in-law to have a steady job and take care of their daughter. So what my mother-in-law did, she asked my father-in-law, please get the annual report of Tata Tea.
Achha. Okay.
So from somewhere they got the annual report of Tata Tea. My father-in-law was working in a bank, so he must have got it from some associate. They checked the annual report and found that it is a good company, it is cultivating and marketing tea, it is making profits, and after that only the marriage was finalized. So
and they must be proud of that decision then.
So on a lighter note, I would say there are other use cases for the annual report of a company. Yeah.
Good. Your daughter has followed you to 𝗙𝗶𝘆.
Yes.
What role does she play in your all the journey?
So my daughter did go to 𝗙𝗶𝘆 many years after I graduated, and she also liked 𝗙𝗶𝘆 very much. She constantly gives me feedback on many things that I do, including my writing. And she is also very candid with her feedback. Sometimes she gives me positive feedback, sometimes she gives me feedback which is critical, and very importantly she brings the perspective of another generation. She is on the cusp of being a Gen Z person, and therefore from her and Gen Z thinks very differently to the way we think. Youngsters in general think very differently to the way we think. So she brings that very different perspective into my life of what young people like her are thinking about. And suddenly I understand that the world is not how my wife and I see it all the time. There is a different world out there with different perspectives, different priorities, and we should also be respectful of that world. So that's, I think, a very, very important input that I get from my daughter, because some of the questions that she asks, I find that Veena and I have never thought of those questions, and suddenly she will ask a question or make a comment which makes us think in a very different way. So that's, I think, a very important perspective. But of course, she also has a great love of reading, and she loves writing as well. So sometimes we do discuss the books that she has read, or she will tell us what book she is reading. For instance, for my most recent birthday, she gifted me a subscription for a particular magazine that I love reading through the year.
Okay.
So I think I see in her a great love of reading as well. But I would think most importantly, her generation's perspective, we get very clearly through her every time she speaks or interacts with us.
Good. And I mean, these two ladies, how do they support you during your difficult phase?
I think, Ranjan, like in all families, that support is through a lot of emotional and moral support, and a lot of emotional and moral, let's say, we are with you kind of a philosophy. And a challenging phase may not be only in profession. It could be that you're going through a health challenge, which I have been through a few years ago. Or it could be that there's a big transition you make from working full-time to your post full-time retirement life. It's in all those phases. And I think to me, that's what a good family is about, supporting each other through celebrating the good moments, but also supporting each other through the moments which are challenging.
And that keeps you emotionally grounded.
And I think that keeps you emotionally grounded, but that also gives you, I think families are a very, very strong support system.
Right.
And families, members of families support each other in achieving whatever dreams each of them wants to independently achieve in life. So it's not just a question of my wife or my daughter supporting me. I think I am equally desirous to support them in their professional and personal objectives. And when that happens, I think members of a family feel more fulfilled.
Coming to Harish Bhat only, what does an ideal quiet moment define you or look like for you?
Okay, an ideal quiet moment to me is when I am walking in the park near my house.
Okay.
𝗙𝗺𝗶 Park is the park located very close to my home in 𝗱𝗺𝗁 in Bangalore. Walking all by myself with nature on all sides. That's a very, very green park.
Okay.
And no other disturbance, neither the mobile phone nor anything else, but just me and nature, I think is one ideal moment. The other ideal moment is when I am all by myself reading a book, perhaps with a cup of tea or a glass of wine and enjoying the book hugely. I think that's another ideal moment. So these are two that appear quite vividly in my
And what brings you peace today?
What brings me peace today is doing the right thing always. If I know that I have done actions which are correct, then I feel at peace with myself. If I know that I have taken or I am on the verge of taking any action that is wrong, or I am not sure whether it is correct, then I feel agitated. So peace comes to me from doing what is right, and doing what is right by my value systems. Whatever are the value systems that I have, then I find that I can sleep well at night. And to me, sleeping well at night can only happen when you are at peace with yourself.
Peace with yourself. Absolutely.
So that is the equation for me. Do what is right, then you feel peaceful, then you can sleep well at night, then you can get up the next day once again and do what is right. So I think, Ranjan, that's generally true of human beings, that you feel peaceful when you have done what is the correct thing to do.
And you're happy about the person you're seeing in the mirror, as they say,
That is
person in
correct.
the mirror.
Sometimes to understand what is the right thing requires agonizing.
Absolutely.
Because not all decisions are black and white.
Absolutely.
Lots of decisions have shades of grey to them, and you have to exercise your judgment. But when you exercise your judgment and you think you have exercised your judgment correctly, and you know it is correct, whatever others may say,
Absolutely.
you know that it is correct, then you feel peaceful by yourself.
Okay, Harish, so we have almost come to the close of our discussions.
Yeah.
But I have something for you. I know
Of course,
you will
of course.
not shy away from anything.
Yeah.
So I have some rapid fire questions.
Sure.
As they
Sure,
do it.
sure.
Not many,
Yeah.
5 or 6, but one word for each, or
Yeah.
not more than a sentence for each. One word for hostel life.
Fun.
Okay. Branding or storytelling?
Storytelling, because I think storytelling is also encompasses branding.
Okay. Discipline or creativity?
I would go for discipline, because creativity without discipline can get dissipated very fast.
Wow, great. Madurai or Bangalore?
Bangalore, because it is home today, but the place that I love the most is the Meenakshi temple at Madurai.
Hostel tea or corporate coffee?
Hostel tea any day. Any day, hostel tea. No
I
doubt
think,
about
I think
it.
both
No
of us
doubt.
will go for that
No
without
doubt
any
about
doubt.
it. Hostel tea in Pilani, either in the, it used to be the bank canteen in those days,
Absolutely.
or Connaught or Nutan,
Or Nutan,
or even the institute canteen,
Absolutely.
or Skylab.
Skylab.
Wherever it is, any of the Rediwalas, hostel tea for sure.
A habit you still carry from your engineering days?
A habit I still carry from my engineering days is after I wake up and have my bath in the mornings, still doing my daily prayers.
Okay, great. You are still continuing that. I know that
Yeah.
you used to have it, then sometimes I have disturbed you during that period.
So
also.
I recite the Sandhya Vandan,
Okay.
which I used to do in Bits
Pilani
Pilani,
also,
and I
correct.
continue until today.
Very good. One thing friends know about you which corporate world doesn't know.
I think friends know, okay, that's a tough one. Friends probably know of my love for food. I'm not sure how many people in the corporate world know that I am a foodie who loves food. Many of my friends know that I used to be a cricketer in the past and used to play cricket. I'm not sure how many people in the corporate world know that.
Okay. For the readers, I would just give an account of his love for food. Harish used to get a pickle, and almost every Saturday or Sunday I suppose,
Yeah.
we used to have our lunch together with nothing but rice and curd and this pickle.
It was a wonderful pickle.
It was
I
a
used to get it
wonderful
from- so
pickle
I used
that-
to get it from Madurai. Yeah.
Yes, you used to get it from Madurai, so we used
It was,
to
it
all...
was what we call an avakai pickle. made
Avakai
of-
pickle,
made
exactly.
of
I remember that. I
That's
was
right.
telling other
Yeah.
day. Of course, when this pickle was not available, I have replaced it with Priya pickles and others. But
No, now you
that-
can get avakai pickle anywhere in the
Anywhere,
country, I'm
correct.
presuming. But at that time, it was not the case. Yeah.
One book every young leader must read.
So I think, Ranjan, if you're looking at a business book, the one business book that I have found is enormously useful is the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Okay, that's a 𝗙𝗺𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 should
Must read.
Must
It's a
read it.
must read.
And the second book I would also like to add is one of the books that Dale Carnegie has written, How to Make Friends and Influence People. I think is also a wonderful.
This is also absolutely Dale Carnegie book is it's a
They're classics.
yeah, they're classics.
Yeah.
Too. Thank you. One regret.
One regret, like I've already told you, is that perhaps my family and I should have lived outside India for a few
Okay,
years
you spoke about yeah.
during my corporate career.
Very good. One unfinished dream.
One unfinished dream would be to at someday travel more extensively than I've done.
Okay.
Travel to the continents that I've never visited, South America, Australia, and see more of the world.
Oh, great. One final question.
Yep.
If you could speak to your 16-year-old for 1 minute, you are an expert in just a minute. For 1 minute, what it would be?
To a 16-year-old.
To a 16-year-old Harish Bhat
So,
today.
yeah. So I would say to my 16-year-old, have big dreams in life. Don't worry about failure. Keep the fear of failure out of your mind. Take time to understand what you're truly passionate about and what you love. It doesn't matter if you enter your career without knowing your specific exact field in which you want to grow. But once you find what you're truly passionate about, then embrace it with all your heart and don't let it go. I would also tell my 16-year-old, don't worry about success too much. Think about the values which mark you out for the person that you are. What really matters in life is character. And if your values and your character add up well, and you are doing something that you really love doing, you will sooner or later achieve the kind of success that you are thinking about. I would also tell my 16-year-old, take your time to find a good companion who can be with you throughout your life. Take your time to explore other passions in addition to your career. I would tell him, if you like writing, pursue writing and develop it throughout your life alongside your corporate career. And if this means stretching yourself a little bit more, go ahead and stretch yourself a little bit more. I would tell him, invest in friendships and make sure that these are not friendships of the social media like variety, but these are friendships with people with whom you can discuss your dilemmas, you can discuss the issues, opportunities, challenges, dreams that you have, and cultivate a few friendships which are very meaningful to you throughout your life. And finally, I would say, in later stages of your life, certainly, think about what value you can add to the world at large and how you can leave the world a little better than when you were born, in whatever little way you can do through your expertise and through your experience. And be grateful for everything that the world has given you. You are privileged to have been born in a family which gave you the best of education. Make the most of it. Be grateful for everything the world has given you and use that gratitude as your biggest source of strength. This is what I would tell my 16-year-old.
Wow, thank you, Harish. Thank you so much. So friends, as we conclude this conversation, I am reminded that remarkable journeys like Harish's are rarely straight lines. He has told us everything about it. They are built through friendship, through failures, through courage, through reinventions, through resilience, and of course, quiet support systems, which he has already spoken about, his family, Veena, or the daughter, that the world often never sees. So his journey, let's say from Madurai to the engineering hostels, then from there to corporate leadership, to becoming a respected voice through his writing. His story is ultimately not just about the success. He often repeated it. And it's about remaining deeply human. That's what defines him, while continuously evolving. So thank you, Harish. Thank you not for merely for this conversation, but for the friendship, for the inspiration and wisdom you continue to share.
Thank you, Ranjan. Thank you for having me on this podcast today. It was 46 years back when we first met in 𝗙𝗵𝘆. And we have traversed 46 years, some parts together, some parts differently. I am so impressed by the fact that after a splendid corporate career, you have now also turned into a wonderful author and expert podcaster. Congratulations on the 100th edition of Reflections with Ranjan, and best wishes for the next 100.
Thank you so much, Harish. Thank you so much. And perhaps as we are discussing somewhere, some student somewhere sitting must be thinking that whether if he's dreaming, he is thinking whether it will come true or not. With your example, he must believe that these dreams are believable. These dreams are possible.
Yeah, I think dreams are possible. We just need to dream, and we need to take the actions required to pursue that dream. And if we do this, we should not worry about whether the dream will come true or not. I think the process itself is so enjoyable of moving towards the dream.
Thank you, Harish. Harish, I have just got a small token of gift for you. This is from Orissa. This is something, of course, you know that. It's a small filigree work. Nivedita has sent it for you. I would love to give it to you. You know it already. You must have already Konark
Yes,
Chakra.
course.
And just, it will remind you of our podcast. It will remind of you of our association.
This is
of
lovely.
course, you will remember.
Very, very nice, Ranjan. Thank you very much. I will show it to Veena as soon as I get home, and we'll keep it with pride in the house.
Thank you.
very
Thank you so much. Thank you, VS. Thank you. See you again next time. Thank you.